Hey, it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for around the time beginning of the week of Monday, June 17th. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or NotSoMysticalTarot.com. If you like a personal or private reading for more clarification, that'd be great. I will see you there. You can watch your moon and rising signs also, because this is a general reading. So, you want a little more clarification, you can do that as well. All right, let us begin with Aries. The sun, brand new day. This card always reminds me of you guys anyways. Brand new day, brand new week. Whatever you went through over the weekend, it's done and over, or it may have cleansed everything away, and now it's time for you to start fresh. And look at, I like that. Two of Wands. Okay, brand new day, brand new experience, brand new week, whatever it might be. Now time to make some plans. Tentative plans. They don't have to be plans for the next 5 years. We're talking, let's just plan for the next couple of weeks, okay? You got 2 rods, 2 weeks. Let's just plan for the next couple of weeks in this beginning phase that we have going on here. But starting out the week with the brand new day, the sun card is like, I don't think you can ask for better. And like I said, that card always reminds me of you guys. Get a little more information. I like where this is going though, so who doesn't like to? There you go, King of Cups. Okay, so your brand new day, you're going to look at things a little bit differently, start to plan things, and I feel like you're turning in like a different direction, and the way that you're facing now is different, completely different from what you were thinking your future was going to be before. You've got this little globe there. I kind of like to think of that as the world. It looks like there's a lot of different things open to you, but the path that you're looking to travel on now is one that is going to fulfill you emotionally, not just like fill your pockets. It's going to be something that you really get a lot out of personally, not just I'm going to make some money. I'm going to make a bunch of money. There's more to your life now than that. All right, and you get the Four of Swords. So this is kind of a lot, I think, between the burning, brand new, blazing day, the new plans, the emotional, fulfillment. This is like a lot of stimulation from a lot of different directions. So you will want to take that Four of Swords, take a step back, kind of reorient yourself, take a deep breath, make your plans. Like I said, this is like the next couple of weeks of plans. You don't have to plan the next 5 years right now, okay? That's all I'm saying. So this is just, what do you want? What's going to really fulfill you? Maybe it's time to think of things. Maybe it's time to look at your future a little bit differently than you had thought in the beginning, okay? All right, we're going to move on to our Taurus. What do we have for Taurus for the beginning of the week, starting on the 17th of June? Knight of Pentacles. You are the Pentacles. That's some pretty slow-moving energy. So you may have been waiting and waiting and waiting for something. And it looks like here you've got, I don't like to think of this as walking away from things that don't serve you emotionally, but I do like to think of it as walking towards something that serves you. And by default, this stuff is left behind. But you know what? It's okay, because there's times when we have to focus on what's really important, and it takes us a little while to determine what that is, but once we find out, we can. And this is the thing, if you notice, he's not like running away, he's kind of plodding along, like not like ripping off a band-aid. Like, it's kind of a process. I feel like this has been a process for you, like to move in this different direction, but you're ready now. And you're gonna move toward the things that really make you happy, but you're not running away. You're moving toward good things, and by default, the things that really aren't working are just gonna kind of get left to the wayside. Now, this is really great. You've got the Seven of Pentacles. Super, super choosy. She's got all this stuff in front of her, and she's kind of like, it's not quite right. And you know what? That's, like I said, this process has been not fast. This has been a slower process, and it's okay, because you can be very methodical, and it's a good thing. So you know what? If there are certain things that do not serve you, that's perfectly fine. Continue to be choosy. Continue on that path of being choosy, and really only looking for the things that you want moving forward, not just taking whatever's there. Okay, I think that was a pattern in the past. You also have the Ace of Wands, and that is an opportunity from the universe. That is an opportunity for action and passion. So this is saying, listen, don't be so choosy that you don't do anything. You do need to keep on moving, and this is a time you're given this opportunity to really move in the direction that's going to be the best for you. So don't be so choosy that you don't do what you need to do. You need to continue to move forward, and now with a little bit more passion and a little bit more intensity, because it's time. It's time. The process has been slow, but it is time. Okay, we're going to move on to our Geminis, the beginning of the week. What do we have going on for this week for our Geminis? Eight of Pentacles. Something you're working on is becoming successful. It is, like I always say, there's nowhere to go but up. You got all these pentacles up the tree. It's a very fulfilling project as well, whatever it is, and slightly burdensome. So it looks like you have been working hard on something, and toward that end, you may have taken on a little bit more than you can handle, or you've just put yourself in the position of, I'm going to do everything by myself all the time. I don't need any help. Well, it looks like here you might need some help, or it's come to a point where you're like, listen, I can't continue to do all of this stuff anymore. I'm going to have to get somebody to give me a hand. If you have a business, this could even be like, let's just say you have a small business. Maybe you're to that point where you can't fulfill the orders on your own anymore because you're so busy, which is good, but you need some help. You may be at that point of like how they say, you open a business and there's maybe just a couple employees, and now you're at that point where the 2 employees that are there are working 14-hour days. It's time to add some, you may need to make that jump. Look at here, you have from the 8 of Pentacles to the 10. This is some serious success. So it looks like if you do move some of that burden off of the key players, you being one of those people, you will actually have more success. And you may not want to spend the money to do that. You may not want to involve other people, but it looks like you are not going to have an option. You are going to have to, at some point in some way, whatever this is that's going on, you're going to have to get a little bit of help, okay? Let's get one more card. Okay, 5 of Cups. Yeah, I think that you may get to a point where you're so overburdened that you end up missing out on something, because you do have these 3 spilled cups here. So it could be very easy to just, if you want to be really stubborn and you just want to go, no, I don't need any help, I can do this myself. I mean, if you look, like, how far is this guy getting? Not very far, right? To the point now where emotionally you're unavailable to people. You could end up severing relationships that you need, that really help you be productive and happy. So I think that you need to you need help with whatever this project is. You need help if this is at work and you are overburdened at work. You need to say something, whatever it is. If it's financially, and you have taken on a bunch of responsibility and you need some help, it's time to say something, whatever the case might be. But remember, even if you've already gotten to this point where you're so burdened that you're really unhappy, you do have this 2 of Cups. All is not lost. So even if you are at this point here where you're like, I can't take one more minute, when you put that burden down, you still have those 2 cups that are upright, and it does not mean that all is lost. I think it's because you had that 10 of Pentacles here too, so you do have a certain amount of success. So don't feel like you've thrown it all away. If anything, you can make the decision now to move forward and be in that different energy, okay? It's a tough way to start the week, but I watch your moon and rising. It'll give you a little more clarification on what's going on here. All right, we're going to move on to our Cancers. King of Pentacles. Well, that's pretty awesome. You're at a point that's highly fulfilling, very exciting. And the Chariot. Okay, so it's something that you have been working on. This is career, money, finance, house, organization, fitness goals. This is like tangible stuff that you can see and put your hands on. Something that you have been working on, you are going to see some major results. And I mean major results, major victory. And you also have the Chariot. The Chariot is often the card people say refers to Cancers as well, but it is fast moving energy. So just know that I almost want to say you don't see it coming. Like it's coming barreling towards you, and you're like la 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 la, like you don't even notice it. So be careful that you don't get bowled over by this success, that you aren't so surprised by it that it doesn't, that you don't miss out. You know what I mean? Like be prepared for this success, so that when it shows up you can actually enjoy it. And look at that, you have the Empress. There is some kind of gift. I feel like this is something personal that you've been working on. Like this is a gift that you give yourself. This level of success is a gift you've given yourself. And I think that you may get the whole culmination of this work that you've been doing in the background for a long time is like, boom, there it is. So just don't be bowled over by it, and then don't miss out on it, because I think even in the back of your mind, you've worked really hard. And yeah, you've got the Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups is a bringer. They bring energy, and this is emotional, bringing emotional stuff. And with that Chariot is emotional as well. So like, yeah, this is going to come in, and like I said, it may hit you kind of like a ton of bricks, like, whoa, I did not see that coming. Like you may have been striving for this success for so long that you're in that mode. You're not in that mode of realizing the success yet. So be aware of that. Watch your moon and rising to give you some more clarification, but not a terrible way to start out your week, right? All right, we're going to move on to our Leos. What do we have for Leo? Beginning of the week, Leo. What do we have? Two of Swords. Not making a decision about anything. Don't want to decide. Not interested. Don't want to play. I can't see you, so you can't see me. And the Fool. It is time for you, whatever you have been wanting to do. There is something that you want to do, whether it's like take a yoga class, start a YouTube channel, I don't know, go be a mime. I don't know who'd want to do that, but whatever. There's something that you want to do that you have the opportunity now to do, and you're like, I don't know if I'm ready. You're ready. You're ready. This is the time. You've got the Five of Swords. What's holding you back from making the decision is you don't know what other people are going to say, and you don't want them to think that you're crazy and acting weird and whatever. Well, you know what? There's always going to be people who are like, oh, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Well, I don't know why you're doing that. Well, you know what? Who cares? They don't live your life. This is you taking this step to go do this new thing, and you not doing it because you're worried about what other people. Five of Swords is like negative communication, people talking about you because you're worried about what other people are going to say. They don't live your life. They don't pay your bills. They don't live in your house. It doesn't matter what these other people say. And look what else you got. You got the Ace of Swords. That is a gift. This is like, use your brain, okay? Look at this. All of these swords, okay? All in all, the biggest one you've got here is this Ace of Swords. This is an opportunity. Use your mental intellect, your ability, your mental agility and acuity to do what you need to do for you. Not what these other people say or whatever their issue is. It's not your problem. It's not what they think about this thing that you want to do. Has nothing to do with you. It has to do with them. They are not important. All right. I'm going to move on to our Virgos. What do we have for our Virgos? Two of Pentacles. Reorienting yourself. You may have had a little bit of a weird weekend, wonky weekend, whatever. Time to reorient, get yourself back on track. This makes you happy. You're the Pentacles. Balancing things is something that you like to do. So this makes you very, very happy. Now, this Eight of Wands says there is some new energy coming at you. So you've got something going on. So you better get yourself in order. You've got something going on. You're starting something. I hear you're starting something new. Starting something new. Have an opportunity to do something new, something different. Page of Swords. Okay, you're getting a message though. Be ready. Be ready, because something big is coming, okay? Like, you got yourself reoriented. You might have maybe you just had a lazy weekend, and you're like, I was so lazy this weekend. I don't know. I didn't do all the things I needed to do. I should have been doing this. I should have accomplished that. Well, you know what? Maybe you didn't. But either way, you're going to get yourself back on your even ground where you like to be. And now, get on your mental game, because there's some kind of major energy coming toward you. Major action coming your way. You have the King of Swords, or the King of Wands, which is all about, King of Wands is like things that feel good, things that make you happy, success. You've got something big kind of coming your way that is, it involves you being very charismatic. It involves you being very happy with who you are. It involves you really being fulfilled and kind of on fire. And the other card that came up with this, I had to show you this. This is the Star. Anything you want to be, do, or have is available to you. Now, my husband is a Virgo and I'm an Aquarius. I am the Star. So I had to just bring this one up, but this is the truth. And you Virgos forget this all the time. You have everything available to you. You are so talented and so diligent and so hardworking that really you have everything available to you because of your character. So go and do those things because you deserve them. And I'm very interested to hear what it is you have going on. All right, moving on to our Libras. What do we have for the Libras? Nine of Cups, wishes fulfilled, wants, desires, things going your way, things are really good. What else? And the Eight of Rods again. Okay, so you have not only wishes being fulfilled, happiness, things going your way, but it's coming at you fast. So be ready for it. Don't miss out. Don't be so in la la land with your happiness and your fulfillment that you miss out on like opportunities, because this says opportunity to me. Yeah, opportunity. You've got the Magician. Anything that you want to be, do, or have is available to you, okay? Anything that you want, but you have to be the one to go and get it. It's not just going to come and show up at your door. So don't get too la-la land with like, my wishes are fulfilled, yada. Okay, but remember, you got to take the action to get those things. And the other card that came up was the Fool. And the Fool, all about a new direction. So while you are feeling emotionally fulfilled, while you are feeling like things are going really well, remember, you're ready to start on a new path. Like, these are wishes fulfilled. What's next? Like, you're going to move on to something new. The energy is here, so it is time to go. I don't know what it is you have going on, but whatever that new thing is, get ready, because it's coming at you, and you do not want to miss out on it. That is not the only sign that has gotten a message like that. So be ready. Watch your moon and rising too, just to give you an idea of what is going on. All right, heading to our Scorpios. What do we have for Scorpio? Two of Cups. Reorienting. I feel like this is taking a breather from whatever went on over the weekend and kind of like, what is it I want to say? Like evening things out, kind of emotionally, sort of clean slate kind of thing is what I'm feeling. And the King of Pentacles. So your success this week is going to be about how you are relating to other people. You have, and I think that was the same thing, you've had this kind of theme going on, that you have some major success coming, Scorpio, but you've got to keep your cool. You've got to keep your balance. That Two of Cups is very balanced. It's also about the relationship you have with yourself. Make sure that you are doing what you need to do for you and that you're being true to what you want, but you do have some major success coming. I mean, the King of Pentacles is like the pinnacle of ultimate success, so that is on the horizon for you, but you really need to pay attention to what is coming, and really pay attention to your emotional state, because if you are fragile emotionally, you will not be able to handle the responsibilities to achieve those kind of goals. So let's just get a little more information here. Ooh. Queen of Cups, yeah. One thing I want to say about the Queen of Cups is she is a nurturer. Yes, she is sweet and kind, and she loves everyone, and she supports everyone, and all of that is awesome, but she can at times overexert herself, exhaust herself, and not have anything left for herself. So that's just something I want. And like I said, the relationship you have with yourself is really important. Don't overdo it to where you have nothing left to give. Now, the last card that you got was the Moon, and that can also be that you are not seeing things quite right. Notice you got the 2 here, the 2 here. Just when this opportunity for this major success comes, make sure that you're looking at it realistically, logically. Don't get caught up in a moment. Pentacles are not about being caught up in a moment. It's about cold, hard facts. So if you have an opportunity in front of you that's really lucrative, just make sure that you're seeing it realistically and you don't get talked into something. I'm hearing talked into something that you should not be part of, okay? Okay, watch your moon and rising. Gives you a little more information too. All right, moving on to Sagittarius. Knight of Swords. Knights are bringers, so this is intellectual energy, mental acuity, ability, agility, all that kind of stuff. And I'm not sure why you're going to need it, but we're going to find out right now. because you have a huge opportunity coming. That is very exciting. So use all of the mental gifts that you are having in the beginning of this week, because you have a very large opportunity coming. This is career, money, finance, organization, home life, fitness goals, anything like that. But there is an opportunity on the table for you, but you need to be paying attention. You got to be like locked in, okay? You can't just be in reactive mode. You have to be in proactive. You know, you want to, what do they say? You want to be proactive, not reactive. Okay, fire sign, they like to react. Okay, but you're going to have to do an air sign thing. The swords, you got to be proactive. Be ready. Like, be ready for whatever's coming, because something awesome is coming, so be ready for it so you don't miss it, or, I don't want to say it wrong, screw it up, okay? But look, again, two of them. You need to be mentally prepared. You need to be paying attention, because there is a huge opportunity coming for you, but you do not want to miss out on it or bumble it, is kind of the way I'm feeling. Is you just, you know, because why? Because look, you have the Ace of Rods, and you are a fire sign, so this opportunity, here's the trick, will require that you take action. It's a passion project. It's something really important to you, but you've got to be, in order for this to work out for you, you've got to be mentally really on your game, okay? You do not want to miss out on something that is important to you. There's going to be some aspect of this that's going to require you to be mentally very, very fit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Let's move on to our Capricorns. Beginning of the week, Capricorn. What do we have? Ten of Pentacles. You are the Pentacles. So this is not wish fulfillment, because you guys don't really wish and all that kind of stuff. This is more like you worked really hard and now you're getting what you wanted. And the Queen of Wands. You have worked really hard for something. What's beautiful is not only have you had a certain measure of success, but it feels real good, because the Queen of Wands, this is also saying, listen, if you're working really hard towards something and you really want this something, you can visualize whatever this is you're working toward. If you aren't already there, just know when you get here, it's going to feel real good, because the Queen of Wands does not do anything that feels bad. She only does things that just rock her boat and, like, you know, flow her role. She just like does her thing, and she does not care what anybody thinks about it. She just lives in her own little land. So just know that if you are like right on the cusp of getting to somewhere that you really want to get to, and you're just not there yet, just know when you do get there, it's just gonna feel so good. So I feel like you're really, really close to something, and you're terrified you're not going to get there. Three of Swords. This is just saying, this is the part of you going, I don't know if I can do this. This seems hard. What if I try so hard and I don't make it? What if I miss? I'm going to be so disappointed. I don't think you're going to miss, okay? This is just that weird, like, what do they call that? Like when you have when people get in a car accident and like one person lives, they have like survivor's guilt. It's almost the same thing. It's like, if you're super successful, are you gonna feel kind of bad because maybe your friends aren't successful? There's like that weird thing. You know what I'm talking about. The other card you have is the Page of Wands. Message. Pages bring messages. This is the message to take action, because what did I say? It's gonna feel really, really good. So try to disregard this weird guilt of success feeling, because I feel like that's what this is. This is some kind of guilt associated with your success, that you're like, that's why people often don't achieve their goals, because they're like, well, people will think I think I'm better than them. It's just a weird human thing. We do that. But do it. You've got your message saying you're gonna feel really, really great. So just do it. Don't worry about other people, how they're gonna feel or think about it. It doesn't really matter. And watch your moon and rising, so you have a little bit of clarification there too. Okay. All right. Moving on to our Aquarians. What do we have for our Aquarians? Nine of Pentacles. This close. You are this close. Your hard work is starting to pay off, and you can. It's visible. It's very visible. And Ace of Wands. This is it could be a relationship. I feel like it's because we've got this Nine of Pentacles. It's like a passion project. It's something that you really love. And the thing is, doing what you really, 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 really love is going to actually start to give you some sort of financial payoff. And that's pretty awesome, because we've all we've been talking about this a lot lately. You know, I've had jobs where we made a certain amount of money, but we were miserable going to them. Hated it. Would rather have done anything but that job. Now you actually are able to do something you love and see some measure of success. Now, here you have the Seven of Wands, which means there are some people who think you are out of your mind, and they have no problem telling you this is you up on your high vibration up here, woo, vibrating up here. And then there's people way down here, way down low, that are like, oh, I don't know why you're doing that. Well, that doesn't seem very smart. Well, that's so weird. Well, I don't know what. But you know what? Who cares what they say? But it's still going to make you feel a certain sort of way. And to maintain your high vibration here with your Nine of Pentacles and your high vibration here, how she's up on this hill, you can't involve yourself with them. See that, Rod? She's like, no. She's not running down the hill and getting in a fight with them. She's just like, yeah, no. Do not give these people the time of day. They are not worthy of your time. You've got your own things to do. Just be like, yeah, thanks for your opinion, but no thanks. And that's really interesting. And turn and burn. You got nothing to do with these people. And look what you got. You got the Queen of Pentacles, right? Because she has got herself together. She pays her bills. Her office is neat. Her work is done. She has a plan. She's got a schedule. She's got her environment is under control. This is who you are. You don't need to mess around with these losers that are way down here doing whatever they're doing, because this is you. You are the Queen of Pentacles, even though you're usually the Queen of Swords, because I'm an Aquarius and I get that card constantly. You are also the Queen of Pentacles in this situation. You have got yourself together, and look at that. The other card that came up was the King of Pentacles. So yeah, you're headed to success. Personal, financial, whatever it is, it's successful, and you're headed there. And what these people down at the bottom of the hill have to say about it is really not your problem at all. It's theirs. So let them do what they're doing. Okay? All right, we're going to move on to Pisces. What do we have for the beginning of the week for Pisces? Strength. Okay. You guys have been through it. You've been through it with the Lovers. So there may be something going on with your personal relationships. Doesn't have to be romantic, but it will require you to keep your cool, keep your dignity. Don't lose your mind. You have an infinite amount of this kind of strength. This is a quiet, dignified strength. It's not emotional. It's not reactive. It's not outwardly noticeable. It's just kind of a quiet dignity. Whatever you have going on with your family, your relationships, even like co-workers, just people may say things to you. I feel like they might say some things to you, or they may act a little weird. You know what? It's just ignore it. It isn't really about you. I have a feeling it's just about them. So you keep your dignity, you keep your cool, and look at this. You've got the Magician. 2 times the infinity symbol here. I want to just point this out. This is saying, listen, everything is available to you. You have to ask for what you need. If people are being weird with you or vague with you or whatever, you have to say, listen, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand why you're acting this way. Please explain it to me. You know, if that's what's going on, I feel like there's some kind of relationship weirdness going on. Like I said, could be friends, relatives, lovers, anything. Just if stuff is weird, come right out and say, I need you to explain to me what's happening, because I don't understand. Be calm, be confident, and be strong enough to do that. And then the other card you got is the Four of Wands, which is about reestablishing that platform, that happy balance, that celebration of relationships, and all of the good and wonderful things that can come from a relationship. So you keeping your cool and asking for what you need will get you this in the end. So that is very encouraging for the beginning of the week, starting on the 17th. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.